Welcome back, everyone, to another Cobra Kai Season 2 watch party. Looks like, once again, the life of the party is Tory. I didn't intend on doing a video on Tory, but after I finished my Season 2 review video, I looked around and I saw all this Tory Schwarber all over the place. It was YouTube videos, general spurging online, and apparently this screenshot was causing a lot of people to lose their minds. Look, don't lose your shit from a screenshot. Look at this logo. Do you even know who the hell these people are? They don't know what they're doing, and they are just causing confusion among fans. Before Season 2 came out, there was a lot in the air, not much was known, and a lot of people suspected the connection. I even put forward my own in a trailer video, but after seeing Season 2 multiple times, I think we can shut the door on this theory. I'm going to show you why, but I want to take you through the general way I approach all my theories. You always start with the assumption that the showrunners and producers are trying to play fair with the audience. This means when they introduce something, they won't be cheating. In order for it not to be cheating, it has to make sense with what comes before. No one likes it when a show pulls a plot device out of a hat or twists logic into a pretzel to justify whatever surprise they have. Anything that happens in a later episode will make sense when looked back upon. There's a simple test for this. How many times have you watched a movie or show the second time and enjoyed it even more than the first? That's a sign of a show that plays fair with the audience. Watch a show a second time and it isn't as good, or you start noticing things that don't make sense, that's when a show is cheating and trying to force it. So let's start off with an easy example to follow. We got very little of Tory's backstory, but we did get this nugget.
My mom worked at this restaurant when I was little, and she'd bring home leftovers, so my brother and I had enough to eat.
Hey, boom, there you go. So we know she has a brother, and the big question is what happens if this brother shows up? But then we don't even know anything about him, especially his age. Now, would you really think he is close to her age and also in high school at West Valley? Imagine Season 3 starts and the show wants you to think, while all this was going on, her own brother was sitting in the library with headphones on. It wouldn't make sense or be playing fair, so I think we can eliminate that. Now, it's possible he's at a reform school, military school, or even juvie, but I feel like if there was an indication that her brother was trouble, it would have prompted some questions from Miguel during their summer romance and may have tipped him off about trouble in the family. Leaving that out feels a bit like cheating. That means Tory's brother is either a bit older than her or younger. He could be out of high school in that 19 to 22 age range or so. Now, the only problem with that is this show doesn't have any other characters in that age range. Who the hell would he be interacting with? It puts him right between the current kids and Stingray. So it seems most likely her brother would be younger than her, and there is one character he could interact with. Anthony. Now, Anthony has mostly been a sidekick character, comic relief in the family. I've always felt like sooner or later his role would expand out. This could be a good opportunity. The first idea I imagine most of you would jump to would be Tory's brother bullies Anthony. It's possible, though to me it feels a little bit simplistic. It would set their whole family up as being kind of crazy evil. I prefer the idea that Anthony finally gets a friend, someone from school he bonds with, and it's the little brother of his sister's arch rival. I think it would add some fun drama to their household. It would also be interesting if the two were bonding against another boy who was bullying them. Of course, then, who is that bully? That's a good question. I have no idea. Well, how about this kid? Seriously, I don't have all the answers. Now, I think there's actually a good chance Tory's brother is never seen or mentioned again. It really depends on what they do with Tory going forward. She could fade away or stay in focus, and I guess some of it does have to do with her parentage. Let's take a look. Ever since the trailer came out and we were hit with
Tory! With a Y.
Everyone made the connection to
Allie, with an I.
As I said in my trailer breakdown video, I always had some issues with the connection, mostly revolving around the name. We know Johnny knows Allie's last name now. And he looks Allie back up at the bar, so it's not like he forgot. Plus, it's not like Johnny is clueless to his student's last name.
Mr. Diaz, warm them up. It's so funny, Miss Robinson.
Now, the show is deliberate in that neither Johnny nor Kreese ever actually refer to Tory by name. The closest was this.
Besides, you should be focused on that girlfriend of yours.
You know about that?
However, it is fair to assume Tory would be treated like every other student in Cobra Kai, so we have to assume Johnny did know her name. If she were a Schwarber, it would be too much of a coincidence for Johnny to overlook. The only other explanation would be the surname Schwarber is so super common in the Valley, tons of people have it, he doesn't even think about it. So as I said, it comes down to playing fair with the audience. I don't see a way they can reveal Tory as Allie's daughter and keep credibility. Saying she used a fake name or Allie's daughter from a previous relationship comes across as cheating. So we have little to go on for her background. Some have suggested she's the daughter of the girl from Karate Kid 4. I kind of hope not, but not for any story reasons. It just means I'd have to break down and finally watch that movie. I don't really like Hilary Swank, and that movie always looked like it sucked. I'm happy to avoid it as long as possible. The only other note is all the press releases describe Tory as being new to the Valley, but there's nothing actually in the show that says it. Like she says,
I saw your little demo at Valley Fest. You guys can put on a show. Can you actually fight?
Now, that just means she's new to Cobra Kai, not the Valley. It's true that no one in the high school knew her before, so she's new, but I prefer something a little more concrete. And apparently some of you are throwing out questions to the producers like this. I generally try to avoid interviews, but this stuff comes across my timeline. Look, if you really want to take your time and throw these questions at them, then stop asking simple stuff like, is Tory Allie's daughter? You need to ask a better question. Ask something like, does Miguel know who Tory's parents are? Or even better, was Miguel attracted to Tory because she came to his place and was willing to accept him and even invited him over to meet her family, like Sam never did? The way they answer a question like that could give you a better clue as to what's going on with her. In one of my early videos, I said I didn't think Tory would be back for Season 3, and frankly, I'm still not sure that's the case. Look, if Season 3 opened with characters discussing how Tory was arrested or sent to prison or kicked out, would you really throw up your hands and say, what the hell? That doesn't make any sense at all. As one of my commenters pointed out, even without throwing a punch, simply grabbing the mic and making a direct threat over the PA would be enough to get you a criminal record. But that's real life. I think we're willing to suspend disbelief a little bit. Maybe they can write themselves out of it and have it be a minor plot point. We'll just have to wait for some over-bloviated press release on who's coming back for Season 3. So while we're on this, we may as well address Allie. Look, with the way Season 2 ended, it's obvious she will be back in some capacity. With Kreese at the end of 1 and Allie at the end of 2, the show is establishing a bit of a pattern, which I think is a good thing. Now, obviously, since Season 2 was released, everyone has gone mad, pointing out Miguel is in serious bad shape, and it so happens that Allie is a pediatric surgeon. I mean, we got YouTube videos, posts, tweets, comments, everything. It's like everybody has gone insane, thinking they alone discovered the ancient Okinawa secret to the female orgasm. Look, you're overthinking it. It's no big deal. Guys, if you know what you're doing and paying attention and in tune with what's going on, this should all come naturally. No, actually, not that. I'm still talking about the female orgasm. Anyway, yeah, she's the head of pediatric surgery. Is a pediatric surgeon what Miguel really needs? It seems to me that he needs a neurosurgeon. It's his back and spine that's the problem. I decided to double check a pediatric surgeon's specialties, and we have, let's see, abnormalities of the groin. Well, considering his summer relationship with Tory, I don't think he has any problems with his groin, which include undescended testes. Well, it's unlikely this is his problem, although if he gets back together with Sam, that may be a sign he needs Allie to perform this procedure and get his balls working correctly. So what else? Repair birth defects. That was Eli, not Miguel. Okay, here. Serious injuries that require surgery. Although their examples include knife and gunshot wounds. I feel like Miguel is old enough that a regular neurosurgeon would be appropriate, as it seems to me the pediatric surgeon is more specialized for young children or babies. I don't know. If there's a doctor out there that knows I'm totally wrong, leave a comment. Still, this may lead to Daniel reaching out to her for help and could be the reason she gets back into the picture. We'll have to wait and see, but with the way season 2 ended, we will definitely get something here. So I have several more Cobra Kai season 2 videos coming. Up next is going to be a video on John Kreese. Subscribe to the channel. I think it's going to be a good one. You don't want to miss it. Also, check out my full season 2 review if you haven't yet. A lot of good stuff in there. In the future videos, we'll build off of it. That's all for now. Check out Gravity Bakery. We'll see you next time.
Allie Mills Schwarber? Wow, what a downgrade.